This is Gloomwood, a world themed around Victorian England, much like Bloodborne, with the mechanics of Thief. God, I love Bloodborne. This game is one of my most anticipated games to release, as I've been following its development for years and it keeps getting better with every single update. Anyway, enough chatting, let's begin. You start your adventure waking up in a pit of corpses surrounded by these tall, goofy motherfuckers planning on what they will do to you until you leave the area.
Just to bring him to the city gates.
A man tosses you a ring, not just any ring, as this ring is special. It introduces the stealth mechanic of the game. The more it shines, the more visible you are to the enemies. This game takes its world and stealth to the next level, as all the environments and layouts of every location has effects that make playing around in the shadows way too much fun. For example, when you leave the starting area, you notice a lighthouse in the distance. Every time it rotates its light beam, it reveals certain areas way more clearly, making you become visibly to the roaming goobers. Yeah, we'll call them goobers from now on. I don't know what else to call them or what their actual name is. Anyway, that mechanic is dope. The man gifting us the ring enlightened us by claiming we are the Doctor.
Ah, good doctor. What an unfortunate predicament you found yourself in.
AKA a badass individual with a cane sword. Yep, a cane that's a sword, and how badass is that? Speaking of this melee weapon, the combat is pretty self-explanatory. You click to slash, hold to perform an empowered lunge attack, which backstabs goobers in one hit, much like a takedown. Sounds easy, it ain't. These bastards run at Mark 5, screaming, alerting all the other goobers to come surround the area, making your life just as hard. What the fuck? Anyway, that's why the game allows you to interact with 99% of the props in the game, allowing for creative maneuvers to successfully sneak your way past them, or take them out one by one. Now, Gloomwood follows a very Resident Evil inspired inventory system and save system. For those of you that are unaware of how Resident Evil works, you're pretty much playing Tetris in your inventory, and in this case, your briefcase. Look how sick this design is. You can stick anything in it. You can stick your meds, you can stick some bottles, you can put your bullets, and just everything. Another interesting aspect of this game is that you have limited saves, depending on which difficulty mode you play. Now, you might be asking, how do you know where to save? Well, you can use your ears and listen for this sweet, sweet music. So remember, whenever you progress and really badly need to save, trust me, you will need to save. You just gotta listen carefully. Now, the story of this game is not shoved down your throat, but you get the gist of where you meant to go from just following the path and reading some notes. That being said, there's a lot of world building and lore in this game that does in fact reward you for paying attention. For example, this safe over here. How exactly will you get in here, might you ask? That's not all, as the game rewards you for being interested in its world and environments. My entire first playthrough of a much earlier build that I played, I made it through the whole game without even finding some items. For example, what's behind this waterfall. I'm not gonna spoil what's behind there, but let's just say it's game changing. Anyway, the voice acting of the goobers is top class. Take a listen.
What does the Countess want with him anyways?
Don't know. I just want to get the job done, get paid, and not go anywhere near her mansion after that.
Now tell me that's not good. This game is a treat for a creative mind with how you navigate the world and push forward to the new areas. You can hide in the rafters and wait for the goobers to walk past. You can brain dead run and aggro the entire colony. It's up to you how you play, however, I found the most successful route being the stealth route, which, oh boy, I love stealth. It feels so badass in this game, finding little spots to hide, and then wabam! Butt fucked. So where were we? Oh yeah, the gameplay. So we got the cane, we got a ring, and now we got a gun. That's all we need, right? Let's just say throughout your playthrough you're gonna encounter multiple different forms of weaponry and ways to kill your opponents. But be careful, as your supply of ammunition is very limited in this game. Let me teach you a quick tip though. You see these goobers with the guns? If you kill one and click on their gun's chamber, you can get yourself some extra shells. That's just a nice little tip, and I figured that out way later in my first entire playthrough of the game. Earlier build, that is. Anyway, so we progressed ourselves up this mountain after killing a population of about a small village and find ourselves at some cliffside house. While examining the cliffside house, we realize we can climb and do some sneaky parkour like a proper thief assassin that we are. So you climb up, you look down the chimney, What do you see? There's a fire. Now, if I didn't forget the item that I forgot in my whole first playthrough, flare gun, we could probably do some nifty ways of getting down just by the chimney. But we're doing the normal default route. We stand on the edge of the building, we look through the window, we chuck a bottle, we jump down and bah! And then we get the nice save that we always wanted, because guess what? It's been forever since we saved, and let's just say, cut a lot of the deaths out in this run. There was a lot. I made a lot of mistakes, and it took a lot of time, because I'm just ass. Anyway, so we kill these folk and we see an entrance to a cave. What could possibly be inside? Well, that's all I can share for today, sadly. If you want to see more Gloomwood, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. It seriously means a lot. This game is amazing and I recommend to everyone to give it a shot. It goes on sale for about £12 and it's really worth it, especially if you get it with a bundle with another game. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Peace. Please watch my other videos, please.